Hello friends, welcome back. We keep slipping down the ranks in Platinum 3. We're at 106, trying to turn it back around today. Today we're taking on BM, Black Mamba. I thought we'd fought these guys before, a few seasons ago, but I looked back through the history and I couldn't find them, so maybe it's just a familiar name. So we're swapping out Void today for Symbiote Supreme because we have an Annihilus first up on our path. Void can stay at home, work on his tan, work on his whatever Void does when he's alone. Alright, so this Annihilus is on Tyranny and long distance relationship, so pretty much a standard Annihilus fight with Symbiote Supreme. As always, the faster you can nullify that Cosmic Rod buff, the easier time you're going to have. And you can see without the Rod, he is 100% stunnable. He's also running Suicides, which is a little helpful. Trying to back off when I have a few too many of the debuffs, trying to bait out this special one. He's not being cooperative. I don't really want to push him to a special 2. I can heal up from the debuffs if I need to, and there we go. Finally, he throws off the special 1, but he dexes out of my punishment, of course. And then we're just going to launch our SP3 here, and I think he has his Furies up, so as soon as he comes out of this, those Furies will be nullified, and he will be dead. And he's not dead, but the bleed kills him. So, alright, so we got a full yellow bar and a good kill on Annihilus. Moving right along. Alright, what do we got next up? Next up, we have a Korg on long distance relationship special lock 1. So I haven't seen a Korg here, I don't think, ever. Maybe just meant to trip people up early. So we're going to go in with Namor as we would with any Korg fight. Since we have Special Lock 1 here, we're going to fire off our Special 1 as soon as we get it, or as soon as we get the opportunity. And again, the reason for doing this is because Imperious Rex will get around the Special Lock 1, but only if you don't already have that Power Lock debuff on you. So as long as you stay below 1 bar of power when Imperious Rex triggers, you will still get 95% of your power, I think it is what it is in his ability. So I accidentally backed off and held block too long, so I triggered Imperious Rex too early. It's a good thing that this is an early fight, because that really could have cost me if this was a mini-boss or a boss fight later on. So I'm also trying to be super aggressive still, and I'm not really letting Imperious Rex fall off, which I should. But I don't think I would need a second round of it in order to finish this fight. As you can see, I took a couple hits on an SP1 that I mistimed, and I'm still, pretty much keeping myself topped off at a yellow bar thanks to the weakness debuffs here. You can see my hits are doing less than 1,000 damage, so I'm trying to back off a little bit here to let the debuffs fall off. But on the other hand, I also don't want to fool around with the clock too much. I want to make sure I get out of here with the yellow bar as well. So back in with one more combo, and he's down, yellow bar. All hits are forgiven when you heal back up the damage. Pretty good fight. Alright, moving up into Section 2, we have a Brie Larson, otherwise known as Captain Marvel movie, on Indomitable and Vigor. I think I did, last war I fought Brie Larson and Domino up on this section, so I'm going to go in here with Warlock. I'm going to boost up for this entire section here. We got this fight, we got a Domino, and we got a Havok. So just a little bit of boosting here. My strategy is going to be the same, pretty much just parry and hit into her. Let the weakness debuffs from the Resonate Mastery trigger her willpower, which is going to trigger Warlock's degen and his power drain. So if I'm lucky, she will only get a few special attacks off. So mistime that one, take a hit, that's unfortunate. So just one hit from her special does about, 31% of my health. So that stinks. Other than that, going to keep her pretty much locked in the corner. One good thing about playing this style is that since you're doing so many parries, your infections are climbing at a very high rate. So you can see I have 4 full infections on her at the moment, which is decreasing her ability accuracy by 100%. I believe it is. It's over 100, but for all intents and purposes, it's 100%. And I'm pretty sure his ability accuracy reduction is still broken. So in his text, it's supposed to only reduce offensive ability accuracy. So in this case, it would be like the chances that she armor breaks on a hit or a hitting into my block. But I'm pretty sure it's still broken for all ability accuracies. So, and we talked about that last war when I got parried by Kingpin and the stun didn't register. So, alrighty. So Brie is down. Now we're going to move on to this Domino on Buffet, also Indomitable. And our opponents are running Dodge, I believe, in this war. Yes, Dodge. So got to be extra careful about Domino's evade. Again, I just want to remark just how easy Warlock makes this fight compared to Void. In the past, I've complained a lot about how annoying Domino is, especially with her evades. But the way that you have to play Warlock in order to beat this fight, a lot of parrying, and then 4 hits and then backing off. You don't have to play as aggressively as Void, and that's because with Void you really have to get those Petrify debuffs up, and there's always a chance that they're going to fail. But with Warlock, his infections are not reduced by ability accuracy, therefore it's pretty easy to get the passive heal block up, and therefore completely shut down Buffet. And moreover, when you have multiple infections up, as I do now, it's going to decrease the chances of her evade proccing. And I believe that includes from the node itself, from Dodge, in addition to her being lucky. So I don't think that I have died to a Domino, knock on wood, this season. Whereas last season, I think more than half of my deaths came from Dominoes. So Warlock I can't say enough good things about this champ. An account-changing champ for sure. All right, speaking of Warlock, he's going to get another chance to go in here against this Havok, also on Buffet. This one does not have the Indomitable node, so if I so desired, his healing could be reversed. Not that I'm going to be worrying about that much in this fight. So got to heal up Warlock again from that critical failure damage, and we're going to go right in. So standard fight versus Havok with Warlock. You can see the Buffet node stole my armor up buff, and it's going to continue to do that. So I have to be a little extra mindful of the plasma debuffs on myself. Warlock helps mitigate this in other ways by power draining him when Havok hits into me with a non-contact attack, which is his first medium. You see now that I have my armor up buff back up, it's not going to be stolen again. So only the precision buff from Dexing will be stolen for Buffet. So we're already less than a minute in. I take a hit there. That's unfortunate. He's down less than half health though. This is a situation where I really wish robots had willpower, because I'd be probably healing up close to max at the remainder of this fight. But Warlock is already so good. I don't think I could legitimately ask for more from him. So the best defense node is not going to matter here, and Havok is down. Have had to use a few potions, but that's cool. Some silly mistakes, sloppy play by me. Speaking of sloppy play, segue, I've got this green goblin here. I'm going with Warlock since I left Void at home. Now my initial mistake here was waiting until my boosts fell off. There was some miscommunication with me and the other guys who were sitting on Boss Island. My boosts were still active. I let them slip off, and I'm like thinking to myself, this is a pretty easy fight. As long as I get the infection up against Green Goblin, his regen is really the big problem here. I'm going to be fine. But what I didn't anticipate was that Green Goblin has extra armor from the node, apparently. This is, he's got 66% extra armor, so, yeah. And then I have to be extra careful about using special attacks because this node also has strike back. So, without Void to cancel out the power gain from the strike back node, and Void's debuffs also get around the armor from the node, I have to play extra aggressive to try and beat this Green Goblin. So I mistime that special there, so I waste some time there. Any time not spent hitting into Green Goblin is wasted time at this point. And you can see so at the end of this, I time out to Green Goblin barely. So I launched an SP3 with a couple seconds remaining, hoping that it will get a last second kill for me. And it doesn't work, and he ends up with like 1 or 2% health left. But if I had gone in while I was still boosted, I absolutely would have finished this fight without timing out. So, huge mistake on my part. But every mistake, every loss is a lesson learned. So I'll know next time that when I fight on this node with somebody other than Void, unless it's an ideal matchup like a Sinister or Havok. I'm really not going to be able to use Warlock unless I boost significantly. So, lesson learned. In the meantime, we've got a minute left, and he's down to about 38%. At this point, I think I had realized that I needed to keep spamming the S2 to get the armor break up if I was going to do any sort of significant amounts of damage to Green Goblin. However, I missed an opportunity to launch my S2 there, and now I'm stuck trying to get him down to the last remnants of his health, and then launching it to try and kill him. I think what I was probably thinking at that point was if I launched that SP2, I wouldn't have enough time or hits to get back up to an SP3. And I knew it was going to come down to a last-ditch effort at this point, because I just his specials are not punishable, and they take a little bit too long. Still holding out hope here, less than 10%, but we've got 13 seconds left on the timer. Trying to just nail into him, doing what I can. He's playing super passive, and a couple seconds left. He's got 5% health left, and I'm just sitting here hoping and praying that this special 3 is going to kill him. It does not. It only takes off 3%, and it's an immediate timeout after that. So again, if you are unsure, boost up. So we're just going to finish this fight off with Namor. It takes a surprising number of hits to remove 2% of Green Goblin's health. So I thought it was going to be like a one-hit kill. 6 hits, whatever. Alright, so that was it for my contributions to this war. It was, unfortunately, yet another loss for us. So really deflating. Low potion use again, but and low deaths. But again, our record really not good this season. Don't really know what I attribute it to. We lost half of an entire battle group midway through last season, I think it was. And I honestly don't think that we have managed to recover from that. So this video is going to go out late. We actually have another war finishing up today. Hopefully that one we can start turning this thing around and stack some wins like pancakes, as the great Brett Kiesa would say, and get this ship back on track. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.